Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway.
You have a daughter, so I can't make the 40-year-old virgin joke.
She's adopted, so you I technically never needed to fuck.
There's technically no proof that you've had sex.
None, dude.
Zero proof. Other than a meeting in your Google Calendar.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I schedule all my sex.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know if that's just me.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're scheduling masturbation.
You know, with my lifestyle, yeah.
It's 30 p.m. I light a candle, jerk off.
It's a whole ceremony.
Like you have a shaman?
A guy comes in, we drink ayahuasca.
A masturbation shaman?
Yeah, we really get to know ourselves.
That has to be a job.
It has to be.
You know how many...
Ganja.
You know they have professional cuddlers?
I heard about that.
Have you ever hired one?
Come on. Do I look like I can afford?
Excuse me, you could sell it, just not buy 6 DVDs and get one cuddle. For people off camera, there's just a lot of DVDs.
I could maybe sell some Turtles figures.
Sell your daughter's Christmas present to get a cuddle.
How much can I get for this Raphael? I need a snuggle.
Or you could be like, will you snuggle me for a Donatello?
He's my least favorite turtle.
I went to college with a girl who was the #1 ranked cuddler.
Really?
Yeah.
How, but like in what magazine or like
The publication?
Yeah, what do you mean?
No, like there's a company that you have to work for. It's not like a prostitute.
She was
they're not doing backdoor cuddles.
Happy ending cuddles.
Backdoor cuddles in an alley. The cop knocks on the window. You're just cuddling in the backseat of your car on 7th Street.
Excuse me, how old is she? Old enough to feel.
No, there's like a database. There's like a database.
Was she in it? Is that what you're saying? Like she was a professional cuddler?
Yeah, like she was a professional.
She had worked her way up.
To being the #1 cuddler.
Most comfortable, most nurturing.
The most cuddly person.
What are the facets that you judge that on?
I don't... Head scratchies.
Oh yeah, she is really.
She gives the head.
I like when
it's $5 more for a fucking hand.
I like when a lady is snuggling me and she has like nails and she just does like the tippy nails.
The fake nails?
Like any kind of if they're fake, fine.
But you know when they have those long fake nails?
Oh, those are weird.
And then one's broken off and it's like a broken rake where it just leaves the strip of leaves.
I just like a little stimulation from the nail tips.
But she would explain to me her job, and it was way sadder than it seems.
Just held sad fucks.
It's just like really sad people who have never been touched, and they just want cuddles.
Nobody who's getting up in the morning and liking their life is ordering a cuddle.
Just get a prostitute. At that point, just get a...
I feel like morally it's wrong to not fuck them. Like... I feel like at the end of your life when you're being judged, they're like, you kind of just held this woman
I feel
for
like
money.
That should be more illegal than a hand job.
I think so.
Isn't it weird that it's penetration? That's fucking...
Yeah.
Is it illegal if she sticks a finger in your ass for the massage?
I feel
in the eyes of the law.
I think in the eyes of the law, it's only illegal if it's assault. Like if you didn't want it.
Have you ever had a happy ending?
Not that wasn't in a relationship. Like I've never gone to a place and paid for it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've had sex for money.
You have?
At a strip club, yeah.
Oh, at a strip club?
Yeah.
In Providence?
Oh, allegedly.
Allegedly, which one was this? Cancel my shows tonight. Give the name that it rhymes with.
It doesn't rhyme with it, but it's the Pontiac Parlor. That's what I called it on my special.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
It's on the outtakes of my special. We did a 20-minute encore, and I talked about it.
You fucked at a strip club.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I was on mushrooms, and I went. If it was my birthday. Okay, I'm talking about it. So I went there on my birthday. I was on mushrooms. I was 23 years old. It was 2003, so I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is up on this. We were both of age. I was turning 23. And I hope she was of age. I don't know Providence. So I went to the strip club, and I was high on mushrooms. And my buddy was like, "Can I go to the strip club for your birthday?" And I was tripping balls. And he was like, "And you gotta wear jogging pants and no underwear."
My friend said the same thing to me. Why? It's stupid.
It's the move.
Wear jeans with snow pants on top. I don't want boners with my boys.
So I was fucked up. I was like pretty much dirt poor at the time, you know. Well, I hadn't even gone. Yeah, no, I don't think I hadn't even gone to college yet, because I was like, I graduated high school, but I didn't go right to college or anything. I was just fucking doing drugs all the time. So I had a problem. So mushrooms, and I didn't have jogging pants. But my mom, had these purple Hanes her way jogging pants that were cut off because she would swell up from the diabetes and shit, so she had big old purple legs.
So they were stretched out at the bottom.
And they were cut off at the knee, so she could wear them comfortably. They let me in.
There's a little blood stain on the calves.
They let me in with them on, dude. And I had immediately, I was a mark, right? Because I was just like, big old fucking anime eyes from the mushrooms, wearing these fucking homeless outfit. And this woman just immediately came up to me and was like, "You want to go upstairs?" And I've never been upstairs at the Pontiac Parlor before.
Oh, I thought you just never could climb the stairs.
No, I was so fat. I had never seen those stairs.
I had never gone upstairs before, but the power of pussy helped. The power of pussy let me walk up those stairs.
This boy is clean. So I
Clean going up, dirty going down.
Oh yeah, so the power of pussy compelled me. Never been. No, so I went upstairs with her, and that's like the sex place, right? I didn't know that. That's like where they take you. And so she's like giving me these lap dances, and then she's like, "Do you want to fuck or whatever?" And I was like, "Okay." I didn't know. No, at this point, nothing had been discussed as far as what this is.
You just thought this was the best date you ever had?
I was like, "My birthday." I didn't know what was going on, dude, and everything was tripped out. So then she's like, "Do you have a condom?" And in my act, I talk about how that's a crazy question at a strip club. Like, when I go to the doctor, I don't bring rubber gloves. You know what I mean? Like, why don't you have these things? Like, I go to the dentist, I don't bring the tongue depressor. Like, they have the equipment that they need, right? Like, so I was like, no, I don't bring a condom to the strip club. You know, I'm lucky these pants have pockets. They're ladies' pants. I have my wallet. You know. So she's like, that's fine. And she fucking, talk about hand jobs, she scrunched my dick into the jogging pants so it was like, like surrounded by pants. And then she sat on it anyway and fucked me. I was inside of her. It was her pants, me. That was the sandwich. That was the ingredients.
Not the diabetes pants.
Yep, she
I don't think that stops STDs.
It doesn't. It didn't stop the rug burn either. Dude.
You're like, I think the string's caught in the butthole.
I had to put Jergens on it to make sure it was a rash from the pants and not a sexually transmitted disease.
No, that's a bitch worth $100.
So she banged me through the pants, and then she whispered in my ear. She's like, "Don't come." So I immediately started to come because she said the word. You know what I mean? It's like the
Yeah. It's like don't laugh in church.
yeah. So then she jumped up and finished me with her mouth like a professional lady.
With the pants?
No, she moved the pants for that part. But I was so sore it didn't help. It was like sticking my dick in battery ass. It wasn't good.
I would ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Had you ever had sex before that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I was abused as a kid, so like technically I. But no.
You wish there were some pants.
I lost my virginity. I wish there was a lot more pants involved in that. I lost my actual virginity at 13.
Oh wow.
With a neighborhood girl
Oh.
who was a year older.
Now, what did you do with those pants afterwards?
So, at the end of this is the worst. And if everybody's expecting at the end of this, like, to be like, and that's when I got clean. No. I continued to have a coke habit for a couple of years after this. But after that happened, this is a crazy way to start a podcast. After that happened, she was like, that'll be 6 songs. Because that's like the amount of money. I just know.
She's fucking you counting the songs in her head through
Yeah.
the pants. Just like, my kid needs a Christmas present.
So-
We're getting through 2 more tracks.
So I take out my Velcro Mario Brothers wallet. And I didn't know. I was like high on mushrooms tripping. So I'm like, I have this. She goes, that'll be good. And she just takes all my money. And just robs me. Kind of.
Do you know how much?
I don't. It was a couple $100. Like it was probably not enough. I don't know what she was a nice lady. So
Yeah, she's an American hero.
so after that,
She deserves a purple throbbing heart.
So after that, I called. After that, I called my buddy on my little Nokia flip phone. It's 2003. Called my buddy and I'm like, "You gotta come get me. You know, you gotta come get me." He's like, "Dude, I'm downstairs. I brought you."
You're upstairs freaking out.
And afterwards,
You look down at your pants and you think you're your mom.
yeah. Dude, my pants looked like they just were splattered. They looked like they had those
Both sides.
Yeah. So here's what happened to the pants. Afterwards, he's like, "I gotta bring you to the rest of your birthday." So my other buddies got together, and one of our favorite things to do when I was sober, this was crazy that they planned it for, was we played paintball. So he brought me to this campsite they set up where they had like all the opium and more acid and all these drugs and paintball. And we got more fucked up and played paintball.
Wow.
I woke up the next morning in a hole I dug myself to sleep in that I don't remember it, and I had shit my mom's pants.
You had dug yourself in a couple holes that night.
And I buried those pants.
In that hole? It's like Telltale Heart. If you go back, you can hear the faint song of Fergalicious playing.
And it's funny that you bring up that you're like, have you ever had sex before? And those funny questions, because people look at me and just assume that I've lived this like nerdy life. And they're just like, Dan's, look at him. fat virgin. But I've had a nutty life.
Hey, I'm just gonna say I don't think I've heard a more crazy nerdy story.
Yeah, I mean, that is pretty nerdy.
Take the Velcro wallet out. So welcome to the Bucks Up Podcast.
Dude, my face already hurts from laughing.
That's a crazy story.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten an STD?
No. Don't ask me how.
The only way to find out is digging up those pants.
That's it. Yeah, we gotta test those. Look at the carbon.
I was really worried at the end you were going to be like, yeah, I washed them and gave them back to my mom.
No.
It's like the bong hat. Oh my god.
My mom has had to deal with probably my cum, as any mom would have dealt with this with a teenage boy. She didn't have to deal with that. I didn't want to give her the diarrhea stripper cum pants.
Were you a tissue, a sock, a towel? What type of kid were you?
Well, Papa loves friction, so
Not that nice.
well, I didn't want it hurt. When I was real little, when I was like just figuring out that I could do that, I would like fuck the carpet.
You'd fuck furniture?
I would hump the floor.
Fuck. I think I need to bring Christian values back to America.
I don't know, like every time I do an interview, it devolves into this.
Then maybe you're the common there's a common denominator.
Hi, it's me. I am the problem.
You're here to promote your special.
I am, yeah. It's called Family Values, and it is...
Is it called Family Values?
No, dude, you saw it.
I know, I forget the name, though. I did the show.
Yeah. It's called Raw Truth.
Raw Truth.
Yeah. And it contains...
Sweatpants Covered Truth.
Yeah.
That's the deluxe version.
Yeah, the deluxe version will come instead of in a CD case. It'll come in a little pair of sweatpants.
A purple bag with a shit stain.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. I will personally stain them.
Now, do you have a history of shitting your pants a lot?
Well, yeah. Not a history, I'd say, but I've done it a bunch.
What's the worst place you've shit your pants?
On stage?
No, you're not talking a long. You're talking a little sharp.
Yeah, I'm talking like, I was,
No one's ever logged down their pant leg, right? Just
No,
a log,
allow you control.
A log comes down, just slides out.
At that point, you have to be the worst person. Because I feel like a log is a shit that you know is happening. A log is a shit you can control.
Yeah.
Nowhere never shit.
I need that on a bumper sticker. A log is a shit you control.
Right though?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I was getting food poisoning from the place that I had just ate before the show. And so I was on stage and I was starting to feel queasy.
You know it's bad when it hits you that quick.
Yeah, and I I was like, I gotta fart. Normally I'll fart on stage, no one knows if I have to do a little. So I did a little fart and shit ran down my leg. No. And then I was like pinching the bottom of my pant leg with my other foot, hoping nothing would roll down.
You wear underwear now, right?
Yes, yeah! I just didn't wear the shirt. I don't like this.
Some people don't wear underwear.
No,
I don't understand how you could.
Yeah.
Dick against zipper?
Oh, that's the worst. That hurts.
I caught my dick in my zipper once when I was a kid.
Oh, man. Did you scold him?
It's my fault for wearing a onesie.
What onesie has a zipper?
The circumcision kind. I call that shit the Jewish doctor.
Yeah. This onesie's called the Moyle. It has a panda on it. I wear underwear now.
I do too. I couldn't not. I'm at the point where I might have to wear suspenders.
To hold your pants?
Well, because my ass crack I have a big, juicy ass.
Right, even with, we talked about this earlier, we're not far apart in pant sizes.
We're 2 inches apart. Yeah. We're 2 inches apart in pant size.
For different reasons. But no,
my reason is my juicy ass.
My reason is the rest of me. No, I have belts and my belts fit. And you're right, even with a nice belt, you'll hike them up and somehow someone's like, oh, call the plumber?
Oh my God, yeah.
People are the worst.
I want to apologize to plumbers everywhere.
Why? Their asses are always out. That's why we got the fucking stigma.
But I'm saying, if you can't control your ass being out.
Well, they have heavy belts, right? Too.
Yeah.
They have like tools and shit.
And I've never seen a healthy plumber.
Yeah.
They're never like a fit guy.
I know a fit plumber.
You know a fit plumber?
Yeah, his name is Josh. He's a buddy.
I feel like for construction jobs, the most fit construction jobs are like roofing construction.
Yeah.
Like road construction.
Yeah. Although I gotta say, I don't know. I gotta go back in my memory. I might have seen Josh's ass, even though he's fit. Because that's just like, it just happens.
It just happens sometimes.
With the heavy belt where you're bending down and you're not thinking about it.
Yeah, I love sweatpants, but sweatpants are I got a high crack.
Yeah.
Is that
how much weed you smoke?
I got a high crack.
That's crack is that. Ass crack.
I smoke so much weed, even my ass crack is high.
Yeah. I got a high ass crack. Yeah.
I had a friend that used to have this game. It was a fun game. But it was you just pick a buddy and you go to the bathroom and do one wipe. And see who has the cleaner ass.
Oh, gross.
It was a fun party game.
So you're all just looking at each other's wipes?
Yeah, I won't make you do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
I would lose. I ate a ham sandwich on the car ride over here. I would lose.
I've been holding it a fart since I came out and got you, so.
Oh, you can let it out. But no, you and the buddy would go to the bathroom and you'd see who would have the cleaner ass in the moment.
Okay, well, I just came back from the strip club, so. No.
Have you ever used a bidet?
I haven't.
I don't.
The closest I come, because I do have OCD, and so the closest I come is like sometimes after I shit at home, I'll get in the shower and use the sprayer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I wipe first too.
Oh, you can't go shit to shower.
No.
You have to wipe.
Yeah.
Do you piss in the shower?
Yeah. I didn't even take a second to answer that. Yeah.
No, I piss in the shower too, but some people think that's disgusting.
I clean my shower.
With piss?
Yeah, with piss, because it's sterile.
It's terrible, yeah.
I have a shower spray and a brush to make sure it doesn't get moldy and stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, when I walked into your house, I was so thankful. Not because of you, but it's crazy the squalor that some people live in.
You're not the first person to say that, so you know Brandon Baddock, who has the Metal Podcast?
Yeah.
It's why I do
What's the name of his podcast?
Disturbing the Priest.
Disturbing the Priest. If you like heavy metal, check out Disturbing the Priest.
Yeah, and you can check out my episode because he came here and we recorded in the kitchen. And he was like, you have the cleanest comedian apartment I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It's like comedian cars when you get in a comedian's car and you're like, it's like you're swimming through fucking Burger King packages.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
I know. I feel bad because I haven't had my car cleaned since my divorce, which was in April. So like, but there's no it's just like some dog hair and some dirt on the floor. And even I'm like, this is disgusting, but it's like not. You know? Yeah.
Now my car smells like bond water, allegedly.
Where do we go from the way we started?
What's the best things about divorce?
Okay, the positives.
Positives about divorce.
My rent's affordable.
We got number one.
Got number one, baby. I can live on my own. I guess like another positive is I wasn't in like a crazy like it wasn't like a it was like an amicable ending.
Mm-hmm.
But there were times where you have marital problems, so like you stress it about like, oh, we hadn't had sex in X amount of years, or you know, it was a while.
Years?
It was years. You know, and I'm cool with it. I wasn't gonna go to the, you know, grab a pair of sweatpants.
Number 2, you be fucking.
Yes, that's it, dude. 2 days after it was announced,
you grabbed your mom's sweatpants and head to the Pontiac Lounge.
Yeah. Went to the Pontiac parlor. I was like, these are Hanes my way.
No, these are my diabetes pants.
Yeah, I got diagnosed at the end of the pandemic.
With diabetes?
Yeah, that finally happened.
You thought you were gonna beat it?
I thought I was gonna die. I beat it. I'm an idiot. So yeah, no. So I guess you be fucking's good.
Low rent, you be fucking.
Yeah, because I was mad about like I used to get mad about people saying like because my marriage was great when it started out, you know, like and I'd be like I don't know why people say the sex stops. It stops. I'm here to tell you it can stop. But we're still friends, and I think it's great that can happen. So like a positive of that is like you're not stressed out about that anymore. And if you have a positive, you know, we have a kid together that we adopted. So again, sex not necessary. But no, you know, and we're co-parents. So like the relationship improves too. That's another positive. If you're not in a bad place, so you be fucking, rent's low. Good relationships all around, and your buddies always try to get you to relapse if you're a recovered addict. Ah, man, my friends, all of my friends are you. It's like you and other comedians who are like,
I would never want someone to relapse.
You try to get me to smoke pot every time you see me.
I ask. I'm not like, you're sober, let's do it. I'm just too high to forget if you do or don't.
No, I know, and that's the beauty.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman.
Oh, I know. I got other friends who are like, look, Dan, if you're gonna do cocaine,
they don't leave a line.
They're like, I need you to call me so I can make sure you're not doing fentanyl. And I'm like, that is not the sentiment.
I like they want you to double down and roll the dice again. They're like, divorce, back on drugs. That's how your special goes viral.
Their big contributions are, let's go to the strip club, and I'm like, I haven't been since 2003 with reason.
That was the last time?
Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, I was done.
They have other strip clubs.
I just felt that was a crazy life. It felt like.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
And you're tripping.
Yeah.
And you're tripping, so you're just like, that was 3 years of my life.
That was a lot. I haven't been to one since. Oh, that's a lie. I just lied. I went to a strip club in Vegas. But that was gross because the stripper sat on my lap and then she was like, mind if I smoke? And I'm allergic to cigarettes. And I was like, yes, but she lit up a cigarette in my face anyway.
Wait, you're allergic to a cigarette?
And then she thought it was sexy. And I'm just like... No, like, she was like... That was her thing.
I thought she thought your allergic reaction was
she
sexy.
was like, well, she can't do her job without one, I guess. And you could smoke. And so she's like, you know, what do you want? You know, after that. And I'm like, to leave. So I didn't...
You're like...
I didn't pay any more money. I was like, we gotta go.
She's like, 6 songs.
Yeah. That'll be 6 songs. She immediately had a smoker's rasp. But I didn't count that mostly because I went with my friend and then nothing really happened and I was soberish and then I went back to my hotel room.
Oh, yeah.
And had sex with my girlfriend who was there.
She didn't go to the strip club with you?
No, she wanted to sleep.
Oh.
We had just gotten in. My buddy was like, strip club. She was like, nap. We had just gotten all done with the flight and everything.
I'd rather nap after a flight than a strip club.
Yeah, we went right out.
Are you a gambler?
No, only at strip clubs.
That's the biggest gamble.
Not really. I mean, I've played like slots and things like that, but I like Vegas because it's like I would even go sober. I just like it because it's you can do whatever. There's arcades and parks and shit too, and restaurants.
I've never done coke.
No?
No.
Okay.
No one recommends it when I say that. No
I
one's
wouldn't-
like, you need to do it.
I wouldn't. It was in my set. You know, I have that joke about how I did cocaine once for 2 years.
Yeah.
It was like 5 years. I changed it to 3 because my buddy was like, it's not 2 is not enough for you. I was like, I'll meet myself in the middle.
5 is too sad.
5 is sad. No, but yeah, man.
You were never smoking it.
Huh?
Were you smoking it?
I smoked opium, and sometimes we would smoke heroin.
Did you have a crazier night than that on coke?
Then the strip club night?
Yeah.
No, coke nights were always a conduit to more drugs. Like, because coke will get you high for a few seconds. And I feel like
it's so expensive.
It's an enhancer, right? So you do lines of coke, and then you don't want the coke high to fade. You know it's gonna, for me. And then you just you're like, oh, there's other drugs, and you just keep doing, and the coke desensitizes you to the other drugs a bit. So like your brain's kind of numbed out, and you're kind of like rambly. You're complaining about Lord of the Rings or whatever, and and you're just doing coke, and then you're like, well, and then you're like drinking. Right, and then you're like, I'll smoke this, I'll smoke that, I'll eat this, like I'll take it, and it's just you just want to keep going.
Do you ever miss it?
No, because the last time I did it, I purposefully tried to end my life with it, and so that was what, yeah. So I was like, well, now it's a weapon, so
yeah,
I was able to
that's
get
not
off.
fun.
I was able to get off it, yeah.
And it didn't work.
Yeah,
I mean, you're here.
They had to pump my stomach. I died for like a minute.
You died for a minute?
1 to 2 minutes, yeah.
Like not you died?
Like I was out, yeah.
What happened while you were dead?
Oh, I'm boring. Nothing.
Nothing?
I remember nothing. And
Do you think people make shit up?
Yeah, I'm an atheist. We're gonna get a whole different podcast. Started off disgusting, and now Dan is a degenerate who doesn't believe in God. This is not a good look for me.
I don't know who heard that other story and be like, he's a Christian man.
Well, people think, you know.
Unless you found Jesus.
After you tell them that you're recovered, they usually assume.
I knew this girl from OnlyFans once. And
Beautiful.
She like found Jesus, and she did this long video about how she's not having sex on camera anymore, and she was like,
Boo.
Jesus, I just knew Jesus wanted me to put my clothes back on.
Good for her.
She said that in all sincerity.
Now she's on a Christian site called No Fans.
All sincerity. Alright, what were you saying? You're boring, nothing happened when you died.
So, like, yeah, I remember I was at I was a dick about it. I mean, because, like, if I think back, you know, when I did the way I did it, I went to a party and I locked myself in a bathroom. And I had a couple $100 worth of cocaine. And I just did it all. And it sucks because it wasn't my house. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my friends who found me, that's fucked up. But, so that sucks. But, yeah, they found me. I don't remember how I got to the hospital. I woke up and they pumped my stomach and everything.
Stopped after that.
Yeah, well, nobody pressed charges because it's illegal to try to kill yourself. It's like attempted murder. Stupid. So they found out.
Sentenced to death.
Yeah, imagine. I can't remember the actual charge. I don't know if it's I don't know what they charged with, but they were like, look, the state can charge you, or you can stay here and get help. So they held me at the Rhode Island Hospital adult psych ward, and I went through rehab there.
That's kind of fucked. How do you feel about it?
That saved my life.
So you think it's a good thing that the government can will take control of?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to face any kind of criminal charges, I probably would have just tried to kill myself again after.
But what if they just let you go afterwards? No criminal.
I might have tried to kill myself again because I had help after that. Like I talked to people. I wrote letters. I wrote letters to the friends that I would have affected. And I went through the process. You know.
How long ago was that?
That was shortly after the stripper story, 2003, 2004.
That was a catalyst.
It was in there.
It
was in there. That was a big year. I broke a girl's finger in my ass. Yeah.
Back to the crazy times, baby. What?
Yup.
I don't mean to offend you again, because I feel like I've said a few things that have hurt your feelings.
Oh, no.
But I would have assumed you would have had a looser asshole than that.
You should see my OnlyFans. No, no, I don't have a super loose asshole. No.
Wow, you have a tight one.
Yeah.
You got a tight
It's tight
butthole. What happened?
So this is also on the extended version of the special that's not out yet. But me and an ex-girlfriend at the time were doing some coke together. Like I was snorting it off her boobies, and she was. We always wanted to try that, and she was snorting it off my dick. So my. Oh God, I'm so gross. I'm just one of the grossest people. I'm sorry, everybody.
You're only gross because you used the word boobies.
Did I say boobies?
Yeah.
Should I have said titties?
You can't use coke and boobies.
What's the word? Tits.
Tits okay. And coke.
So I was doing nose candy for Hooters. I was doing some toot on her melons.
You're doing some cocoa off her melons.
Yeah, there you go. And she was she had snorted some off my dick. And then we were having sex. And it was very numb. I couldn't finish. She was blowing me for like an hour and a half. She just kept going at it. It was very aggressive.
Like an old dog with a bone.
Yeah, she was just. I joke about on stage. I joke about how it was like withered like a finger in a bathtub. It's like pruning. It's been in there too long. And yeah,
your cum comes out prune juice.
And she was tickling my ass a little bit. Like she was like, I know. She was like, I know it'll be hot. And I was like, no. She kind of asked, kind of didn't. I was like, no. And I don't mind the last play now in my old age, but I hadn't done anything like that at that point. And she like spit on her hand or licked her finger or something, and then she just shoved it up, and I clenched and jumped and I knocked her off. We were on like a twin-size bed, which I shouldn't have had in the first place because I was so fat, but I couldn't afford a bed, so I took a hand-me-down. But I kick her, I like flinched, clenched, and knocked her off the bed, and then we heard the snap, and her finger was still in my ass as she's hanging off the bed.
Just hanging on by her finger?
Yeah, it wasn't like a cartoon, but it was pretty fucked up. It was like still kind of, I was like kind of sitting on it, it was kind of half in.
Oh.
And I had to stand up and kind of like shit it out. Like we had to push it out, because she couldn't pull because it hurt, so I like kind of like passed it. And
how clean was her finger?
It wasn't good.
Add insult to injury.
I didn't see poop, but it smelled. I took her to the emergency room, and we told them that I stepped on it. But it smelled so bad, I was like, how were they not like, well, did you step in shit first? Like, it smelled. Yeah, I broke her finger in my butt.
Wow. Broke up soon after that?
Nope, stayed together for like another year.
Oh, that's You've dealt with a lot of American heroes in your time. I'm gonna call your genitals the fucking military.
We make soldiers. We
Because half of the people are strong and the other half have killed themselves.
Yeah, oh God. So what Sam is saying is that I'm single. I am recently divorced, and none of this crazy shit happened in my. I'm domesticated now.
So, you're a good boy.
I'm a good
You're
boy.
the whole Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection of action figures.
Yeah, and I have the old ones in the closet somewhere.
Girlfriends?
Yeah, I kept them. I framed those purple pants like a Jordan jersey.
I would have. That's the thing. When I go to a doctor with a health concern, I will brag about that concern.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll be like, I was fucking check this out, STD!
Yeah, baby!
I remember I lost my virginity at 16, and I still go to my pediatrician now, so at that time, I was still going to my pediatrician. And I had shaved my balls for the first time.
Yeah.
So, like, you get, like, razor burn. And I had just also had sex, so I shaved my balls to have sex for the first time. And then I was, like, thought it was an STD, so I'm in my pediatrician's office, like...
Showing my balls!
And it wasn't my doctor, it was, like, a nurse practitioner that day. This is true. I forgot about this story until right now.
I bring that out in people.
Like, 30-year-old, like, pretty nurse practitioner, 16-year-old me, just like, am I gonna die? I had no idea. And she's like, I signed up for a pediatrician's office so I didn't have to see dudes' balls.
I don't know if you ever get this, but, like, we're both in the same world of comedy and stuff. And there are a lot of, like, younger, like, sexy comedy dudes out there now that don't look like us, right? And they get mad at me when I tell them these stories. They're like, how? They're like, I look like this and I'm not fucking.
Well, because that's the way to do it. And I say this with all love.
Yeah.
That's gay.
But yeah.
Like, women don't find the same, like, dudes think about what a dude would find attractive in that.
Yeah.
Like, women find different things attractive.
That's true.
So it's like, why am... I think if I saw me, I'd fuck me in the ass right now. It's like...
They're also telling you, through microaggressions, that they wouldn't fuck you.
Yeah, they're just coming out of the closet. They're coming out with your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I would fuck someone that looked like me, bro.
If I didn't believe in God, I still wouldn't fuck you.
Look, I'm an atheist. I'm filthy, and I'm just being me, baby.
Sometimes with a beautiful woman or a female, it's kind of funny that they'll find me attractive.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be laughing about it.
Like you're giggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we talking about right before that?
Your STD scare.
Oh, my pediatrician.
Yeah, your 16-year-old STD.
I never have gotten an STD.
Good.
Never.
Good. Yeah, me either. I've gotten a cold from a woman.
After.
Yeah, from having sex with her. That doesn't count, right?
Alright, I'll ask you a question. I got a yeast infection.
Yeah.
But that's not considered an STD, even though it was sexually transmitted.
Oh. Yeah. That's weird. Because that's caused from...
Fucking a girl who works at Subway.
Yeah. So was it like urban cheese?
Yeah.
Or was it like...
garlic parmesan?
Yeah, artisan bread.
It was untreated.
You gotta be having different yeast.
Meatball
yeah, because
sub.
I've never had...
It was pussy. It looked like meatball.
Oh,
It looked like a meatball sub.
On topic, but not really. I always had pepperoni at the meatball sub at Subway, slamming.
Yeah. As we get more sexual, I'm going to move closer to the point where our knees are touching.
Yeah, we're touching.
I just threw a camera. I'm leaning in like I'm on a shitty date.
Tell me, have you ever gotten an STD?
I have done podcasts where I can't. It'll be like a bigger guess, and I'll be leaning back, and then it'll just be like this for half the podcast, and I can't be like,
Yo, pull your shirt down.
your stomach's hanging out. I don't know what to do in that fit. It's like plumber crack. Like you just kind
I
of.
got self-conscious when you said it and put my leg up, but I know it's not me.
It's not you. Your stomach's not.
My Nirvana shirt's a 4X. So-
And you got the guar.
Yeah, I got the guar. Shout out to my cousin Joanne.
You ever seen them live?
30 times?
You've seen Guar 30 times?
About that.
What's the craziest thing you've seen them do on stage?
I was eaten by the worm in 90. I started going when I was 14, 94. So I was like 95. It was around that time when I got eaten by the maggot.
Wow.
It's cool. They pull you up on stage and then it's like a big puppet thing, but it's like operated by a few people and they pull you through. So it's like people's hands pulling you through once you're inside, and then you come out backstage and you have to chill, and then you meet the band.
That's pretty cool.
That was cool.
But what's like the craziest? That's the coolest thing.
I guess
But
so.
what's the craziest thing you've seen them do on stage?
I thought that was crazy because like it'd been a while.
You had a bunch of men touching a 14-year-old
Well, 'cause
boy
I-
on stage.
Well, 'cause
That's pretty crazy
I thought,
to me.
I thought it was a cool concept and crazy because they were feeding a bunch of people to it, and that's just like fun to get the audience involved. But it was cool. The craziest thing.
I mean, they would behead George Bush. They'll come fucking.
Yeah, so the Osama Pinata was one of the craziest things I saw them do. They had this Osama bin Laden puppet during that time in the late 90s, and they would bring it out on stage, and they would cut his dick off and then fuck him in the ass with his own dick. That was pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. But they always did stuff like that. Like they had a priest character named Father Bohab, and they would like rape him in the ass with a cross.
How often are they switching their sets up?
Pretty often. Like they have like new albums coming out and shit like that, and they do like throwbacks and anniversaries and stuff.
Is it the original band still, or do they switch out members?
So they switch out members.
It's like the Blue Man Group.
Well, no. So like it'll be the original lineup, but two original characters died. Like
You mean people?
yeah. I didn't know what to call them.
They weren't written off.
God,
God wrote them off.
God wrote them off. Yeah. No, but one of the original founders of the band passed away, and then they brought back Mike Bishop, who's an original. He was one of the original founders too, and they brought him back, and now he's the lead singer because the lead singer passed away.
Do you think seeing that shit fucked you up at an early age?
No, I had already been raped and tortured pretty much by my entire family, so Guar was pretty
It
cool.
was a family reunion.
Ah!
You're like, yeah.
No, I mean, I grew up fast, and by the time I was like 12 or 13, I was kind of a latchkey kid in the sense that like my mom was around, but not really, and I had my own keys and my own. I would take the bus everywhere and just get out on my own. So I started going to shows and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Concerts at a young age is a good way to disassociate
Yeah.
and have a fun time.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah.
I would go to concerts a lot when I was a kid because it was like a night where you didn't have to think and you could just have fun.
Yeah, it was just fun. I'm bringing my daughter's 16 now. We're going to see Guar for her first time.
Real? Do you think she's going to enjoy it?
She's really into him. Over the years, she would kind of. Yeah, I wouldn't just like force her, but she would hear me listening to it or be curious about a poster or a shirt. So I'd like let her explore, and she likes a lot of dumb music too. And then finally, last year or so, she kind of was like, "Hey, Dad, can you put some Guar on my MP3 player or whatever?" And so I gave her some Guar, and then she started like talking to her friends about it, and she's got this one friend who I guess had gone with his parents, and then she was like, "I want to go." I was like, I kept telling her, "No, you're not ready, you piece of shit." You know, like lying to her because I was like secretly buying tickets for Christmas, and I gave her an old 30th anniversary Guar hoodie that I collected. I gave it to her as a present to wear
That's
to the
really
show,
cool.
so it's hers now. Yeah.
It's cool that she's into the same shit you're into.
Not all of it, but some things. Yeah, she likes horror movies and Guar. It was something that I nurtured, but it was something that I let her come to on her own, obviously.
Horror movies is a big thing that my dad and I connected on.
Yeah.
And it's cool that I get to, like... Are you still into horror?
Yeah.
Like real horror?
Yeah.
So, like, my dad and I went to see the re-release of Terrifier 2
Awesome.
in theater, which I love. And actually, by the time this episode is out, check out my episode with Stephen Barton, who is the producer of Terrifier.
Dope.
And he's been on the podcast.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I love that type of shit. Super gory, super just like... I love all that shit.
Yeah. No, I got my limited horror section here because all my other stuff's packed, but it's like stuff I want to watch, and I got a trauma section too.
Do you like gore? Like, is that...
Love it. Yeah. I have a Toxic Avenger tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the first.
I didn't even know you were tatted.
Yeah. I got this one.
Oh, that. How do you feel about the remake?
I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait. Oh, is it out?
No, it's not
No,
out yet.
I feel good about it. And I've got, I only have tattoos on my arms. But I've got...
Oh, the microphone. I'll hold the microphone.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. And then I got,
Oh, you got like a...
yeah, I'm working on a sleeve.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A horror sleeve.
And see, yeah, it's like some decent stuff. This is actually this is my brother.
Really?
Legit, he died on Christmas morning a couple years ago.
Oh,
From
really?
a heroin overdose.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right, man. Thank you. This is my mom. And this is my friend Brian, who committed suicide. So I had them made into zombies instead of portraits.
That's
so they
amazing.
don't really look like them. And this was a tattoo I got on.
Are you right-handed?
Left-handed.
Thank God.
Yeah. Why?
Jerking off. I
Jerking off!
I'm so sorry.
So I jerked off with my right hand exactly once in my entire life, and it was a few weeks ago.
And then you saw those tattoos,
No, I
and you're
didn't.
like, never again.
This girl I hooked up with made me. She wouldn't let me switch hands, and she wanted me.
She was like your tutor, getting you to have better handwriting. You need proper grip.
She's Catholic. She kept hitting me with a ruler. No, she made me. She wouldn't.
She wouldn't let you use your left
she wouldn't
hand.
let me switch hands.
Why?
She was on that side. I don't know. She made me. So exactly once.
Never again.
Never again. I'm gonna wear it like a sling.
Do you have a favorite horror movie?
That's a toughie. I love so many of them. I actually, my favorite kind of like scary movies are like slashers, like things that can happen. I think Saw is probably one of my favorite series. Chucky, Child's Play. I'd say Child's Play is my favorite franchise.
How did you feel about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Netflix?
I liked it.
I loved it. I had the director on my podcast, and he was almost timid to talk about it because
Really?
he thought I was gonna like shit on it.
Oh, no.
But I was like, dude, I loved it. Like, it was great.
I mean, I'm in like.
I like it for what it was. There
But
was
even the serial killer that it's based on, Ed Gein, lived into his 70s.
yeah.
So like having like a lot of serial killers lived. There have been some serial killers that killed at that age. So I know that a big complaint was that he was elderly or whatever, but I fucking loved it,
Yeah, I really liked it.
and it was brutal.
Super. That bus scene.
Yeah,
The bus scene is one of the best kills scenes I think I've ever seen in any horror movie.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the whole movie's worth it for like that scene.
So yeah, I guess like I thinking about horror, like some of my top favorites are the original Texas Chainsaw. I watched that with my daughter. I was like, this is the scariest movie to me.
The OG is so good.
Like even in my 40s, and she was like, that was really good. Like she was like really excited. But yeah, that and like Child's Play, Saw, and I'm really into the Insidious series.
Okay.
Too, as far as newer horror.
I liked Paranormal Activity, but I don't like when I was a kid. Every single one, but if I went back, I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much because the genre was so played out.
Yeah, I have a hard time with ghost movies. It's never been the genre I enjoyed. As part, I don't know if it's part of me being like an atheist and not being able to suspend disbelief that ghosts are real, but I do really enjoy Poltergeist. That movie is incredible.
Yeah.
And there are certain ghost movies I enjoy.
Because you're definitely going to be eaten and shit out by a worm.
Exactly.
You're like, ghosts are not real.
Yeah.
But a giant worm that will eat me and shit me out and then fuck Osama bin Laden in the ass, that's real.
That's real, baby. Those are things I've seen. So... But I'm into it. I'm into horror as a genre. I love horror so much.
You don't believe in any ghosts?
It's weird because like I believe in the universe, like the great coincidence, like coincidences. So like when a coincidence happens, I'm awestruck. You know what I mean? Like it's really cool that like the sun came out at the exact moment that I was thinking about my friend on the day he died. Or, his favorite song came on the radio when I was thinking about it, or shit like that. That stuff blows my mind. But I do believe that it's a numbers game, not, someone being like, poof, he's thinking of his friend. I'll send him a magic beam. But...
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool. I don't talk about it a lot, like, especially... politics, religion, shit like that. You don't talk about it on dates,
Do you believe in conspiracies?
Some of them are pretty fucking cool. I like listening to them, like on podcasts and stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
Do you believe in? Is there one conspiracy that you fully believe in?
There isn't one that I fully believe in, but I like to hear that people do.
I love people, speak passionately about it. Yeah. When's your special coming out?
So, it's coming out January 21st.
January 21st on YouTube?
It's going to be, right now the plan is YouTube, Legit Laughs Comedy.
That'll be the page?
That's the channel, yep.
That's awesome. I was at the showing of it. I performed, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, dude, thanks.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man, I appreciate it.
What's the oldest joke on that?
The oldest joke on that had to be... probably the muffin top.
And how long ago did you write that? Or how long have you been telling that joke?
I wrote that joke. It's been years. It's gotta be at least 6, 7 years old.
Wow.
As conceptualizing it and all that stuff. Yeah.
So that's how long it took to work on it?
Yeah, and I would change it up. Yeah.
Congratulations, that's
Thanks, man.
It's supposed to be special, that's why it's called it.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for people to see it.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you got to see it too.
I'm so glad I got to see it.
That was a fun night. And a lot of my buddies that came are, I don't know if they've already done it, but they started listening to your podcast and follow it. They thought you were cool. So it was nice to do a show with you.
That means a lot. I'm happy that you're now on it. I think this episode was hilarious.
Oh, dude,
my whole body hurts from
laughing. I have a headache. My head is buzzing.
But no, for real. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for listening. Hit like and subscribe. Check out his amazing special, which will be out January 21st on what's the YouTube page?
Legit Laughs Comedy.
Legit Laughs Comedy. Shout out Corey Mayo. I had so much more about Rick's and shit, but shout out Corey Mayo.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, come see us do comedy at Rick's.
At Rick's, yeah.
In Woonsocket.
I'll be there tonight, most likely.
Oh,
but
I wish I can. Peace out.
Yeah. Hey,